got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Your 16th world title appearance. Is this just like another day, another walk in the park? Does this ever get old to you, or is this truly something special?
No, for me it's something special, you know, because it's my goal, it's my dream, and I can't wait.
I'm gonna put on a dominant victory. I look to go in there and oppose my will on Loma and show the world how great Devin Haney really is, how versatile, how strong, how young, and how experienced I am in that ring. It's gonna be a fun night for me and my team. I went, down under, got the belts, and now I'm defending them at home. It's the perfect story. It's perfect for me, and I look to just put on a great fight for the fans on Saturday night. I'm excited.
One night I believe it's going to be Haney. The next night I believe it's going to be Loma, but it's a hell of a fight. A lot of action on the fight.
We talked about not getting the fight 4 years and it being to our advantage that every year, every month, every week, every day, we were going to get better as Devin as a fighter and us as a team. I think over the last 4 years, we've proved that with the opponents that we've had. Even Aegis has pointed out that, from an experience standpoint, I think that it works to our advantage, that we have more experience now than we had then, but I don't think it works to a disadvantage for Lomachenko. I don't think he has less experience than he does then. I think he's at the peak of his boxing career. He had a mishap with Teofimo Lopez that he said that it was a shoulder injury. So for all intent and purpose, a healthy Lomachenko is a dangerous Lomachenko, which gives Devin an opportunity just to show how great he is.
If you know about our situation in our country, I can't answer on this question what happened next for me in the boxing, because I don't know what happened in the life because we have a big problem in our country.
Lomachenko was the former king at this division, and now he's fighting the king at this division. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think it can go either way. I'm going for Loma. I've always been a Lomachenko fan.
For this fight, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, if I'm a betting man, it's a stay away bet for me, because sometimes I can picture Lomachenko throwing all that experience that he has and taking him to deep waters. But also I look at Haney, and I think at his age, the youth in him. I see his weight advantage, the reach advantage, his boxing skills. It's a tough one because I can see Devin Haney just outboxing someone like Lomachenko, but it's a tough one for sure. I wouldn't know who to pick if I'm a betting man. So, like I said, it will be a stay away bet for me because it's a 50-50 fight for me.
On paper, this is my toughest test, but I look to make it an easy night on Saturday night, and as easy as possible, and come out victorious.
You wanted this one. You've been calling for it. Here we are.
Yeah, I've been calling for it for, like I said, 4 years, but the time is finally come. I take my hat off to him for even giving me a shot after 4 years. I respect everything that he's did his decision to stay and fight for his country and all that. That gave me the shot, and it aligned for me to get my shot to go to Australia. So it was only right that I give him the shot as well, like a true champion should. And I look to put on a great fight for the fans on Saturday night.
I like the talk going between the camps. I like that, but I also very like the respect going from both camps to each other. Usually it's going like swearing to each other and ba until we're gonna go to the ring.
Would you have ever given us the opportunity that we're giving you guys right now?
Because I never was thinking Devin was gonna be a undisputed champion, and he is. And it's more respect to him. And that's what that.
Have anybody else ever rung your phone like we called your phone to fight Lomachenko? Is there anyone else raising their hand to fight this great fighter right here?
First of all, you know better than me, we are in the boxing business. We have a different promoters, we have a different networks, and you guys were with a Matchroom, you were on the Zone, we were with a Top Rank, we were on the ESPN. Even Lomachenko had a signed agreement with ESPN exclusivity. We couldn't go to the Zone no matter what. So it is what it is.
Is
But
there-
right now we're here.
Is there any other top fighter that has rung your phone to fight Vasiliy
No.
Lomachenko? No, that's the answer.
No.
So to the people, this is a tough guy, Lomachenko, 3 division world champion, 2 Olympic medals. My son, 24 years old, has been chasing him because he's a great fighter. Let's make that understood. No one has chased Lomachenko the way he is because he's a great fighter, and Devin is putting himself to the test and giving the Ukraine people something to hope for in a champion as Lomachenko.
Is this the most dangerous opponent that you think you've ever faced?
Maybe I can answer after Saturday night. Then I check this one. But of course, right now it's most important moment in a boxing right now.
We both have a job to do. You know, he has many good attributes that he does in the ring, but it's for me to go in there and crack the code and exploit his weaknesses.
Look, he really a high level boxer. He understands boxing. He knows what he needs to do. He can use his reach. He can use his feet and fill in distance. But I have a big experience in this sport, and it will be very interesting for me.
Devin works hard. I mean, he works harder than anybody that I know personally. I mean, he's just super dedicated to the sport, and it means everything to him to be considered one of the all-time greats when his career is over with. And I couldn't be more happy if that goal is accomplished.
Every time I see Bill, he was always like, "Hey, guess when we're gonna fight Loma? When we're gonna fight Loma?" And kind of like, hey, let your man to become somebody in the boxing, and then we're gonna fight. And there you go. Look, big respect, Devin Haney, undisputed champion.
Ultimately, I think it's probably 51% to Haney, 49 to Loma. I think it's going to be a very, very close fight, but I think Haney might just edge it on a points decision.
I think it's Devin, and I think it's more of like a 70-30 type fight. I think Devin is on the come up right now. Devin is young, and he's looking amazing at that young age, so he's getting better and better every fight. So I believe Devin will win.
This fight can go many ways, but the way I look at it is Devin is just going to be too much. The youth, the size, the boxing skills, the reach. I think he's going to be a little bit too much for him at this point. But a very interesting fight. If he controls him at the distance and able to land his shots, he could go out and really put a great performance against him and possibly look for the stoppage. But if he does let him on the inside, the fight becomes a lot harder too. Lomachenko on the inside is very dangerous.
Vasiliy Lomachenko! 135 for Lomachenko! Devin the Dream Haney! 134.9 for Devin the Dream Haney!
And finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.